Hi everyone, it's me, Robin Valentine. I have an extra special video for you all today. Given my collection of old books, I thought it would be fun to do my own version of Drag Queen Story Hour, where we go through and read some passages from them. So if you all like the video, let me know and maybe we can make this into a series. Forgive the outfit. I am in love with this bodysuit. I can't seem to take it off. And I know I used it for my Resident Evil review, but you'll just have to put up with it for another video or two or three or four. Or, I don't know. I just love it so much. Now, without any further ado, let's get into today's selected reading material. This book is called Autumn Leaves. Forgive me, probably dead author, for the mispronunciation of your name I'm going to commit. I believe it's pronounced Daphne Dale. This book is actually from the late 1800s, or maybe it was produced in the early 1900s. All I know is that the copyright here, I don't know if you can read that, it says copyright 1893. And this is a poetry book. It's got so much beautiful artwork to accompany the different poems inside of it. These are perfect for tattoos, these illustrations. And they bring me back to the Smashing Pumpkins, Melancholy and the Infinite Sadness because of the style of illustrations. They actually used a lot of old artwork to produce those collages, which is perhaps why I'm making that correlation. So let's see. I'm trying to find a good passage to start with, something not too long, easy to digest, just to get us started. Okay, this one is called A Man's a Man for a That. I did not stutter. I did not have a seizure. That is the title. A man's a man for a that. Maybe I should try it with a country accent. A man's a man for a that. I don't think that made it better. So this is by Robert Burns. Oh, I guess it's a compilation of poems. Is there for honest poverty that hangs his head and a that? The coward slave we pass him by, we dare be poor for a that. For a that, and a that. Our toils obscure, and a that. The rank is but the guinea stamp. Oh, good Lord. The man's the gowd for a that. Okay, I'm trying to figure out right now, do I go left to right or top to bottom? Oh my goodness, maybe I should have gone through this beforehand and highlighted some passages instead of doing it on camera. Give me some slack, I'm just starting. I'd like to see you do better. You see, I'm just going to go left to right and then top to bottom. You see, yon Berkey cad a lord, was struts and stairs, and a that. Thou hundreds worship at his words, he's but a coof for a that. His rib and star, and a that. The man of independent mind, he looks and laughs at a that. What thou on Hamley fair we dine, wear hood and grey and a that. Guy fools their skills and knaves their wine. A man's a man for a that. Their tinsel show and a that. The honest man, thou say poor, is king o' men for a that. A prince can make a bettled knight, a marquis duke and a that. But an honest man's a boon his might, Guide faith, he that. Their dignities and a that. The pith o sense and pride o worth are higher ranks than a that. Then let us pray that come it may, as come it will for a that. That sense and worth or a the earth may bear the gree and a that. For a that and a that. It's coming ye. It's not yeet, it's yet. It's coming yet for a that. That man to man the world or shall brothers be for a that. From Burns' poems. And here is the illustration. I promise you all, I have had no substances this evening. This is just the text I am reading, the language of the time, and perhaps a limited understanding of old-time wording. So forgive my limited vocabulary and limited understanding. I'm sure this is actually quite beautiful. This one is called The Christmas Day. Christmas Day. And it's by Susan Coolidge. Susan Coolidge. The Christmas chimes are pealing high beneath the solemn Christmas sky, and blowing winds their notes prolong like echoes from an angel's song. Goodwill and peace, peace and goodwill, ring out the carols glad and gay, telling the heavenly message still that Christ the child was born today. In lowly hut and palace hall, peasant and king keep festival, and childhood wears a fairer guise, and tenderer shine all mothers' eyes. The aged man forgets his years, the mirthful heart is doubly gay. That's me, not gay, I'm doubly gay. The sad are cheated of their tears, for Christ the Lord was born today. Beautiful, just beautiful. And I love the representation I received with this poem. Which is a joke. I'm not gay. I have never been gay. Everyone just thinks I am. This one looks fun. Midsummer Words. Take a gander at the illustration of the fairies or pixies, as well as these family in a meadow. This is by Miss A.D.T. Whitney. Oh, what can they want of a midsummer verse? In the flush of the midsummer splendor, for the Empress of Inn shall I pull out my purse and offer a penny to lend her. Who cares for a song when the birds are a-wing, or fancy of words when the least little thing hath message so wondrous and tender? Every note is a tune, every breath is a boon, 'tis poem enough to be living. Why fumble for phrase while magnificent June her matchless recital is giving? Why not to the music and picturing come, and just with the manifest marvel sit dumb, in silence delight of receiving? The trees are all plumed, with their leafage superb, and the rose and the lily are budding. That's also me. And wild, happy life without hindrance or curb, through the woodland is creeping and scudding. The clover is purple, the air is like mead, with odor escape from the opulent weed. Where? No, never, nope. You're gonna want to check elsewhere, officer. No weed here. And over the pasture sides flooding. Ah, listen, because the great word of the Lord that was born in the world to begin it makes answering word in ourselves to accord, and was put there on purpose to win it. And the fullness would smother us, only for this, we can cry to each other how lovely it is, and how blessed it is to be in it. Okay, let me check. I think this might... Nope, never mind. I thought it kept going, but there's a blank page here, so definitely the end of that one. I see we're already at 11 minutes, so I'll go ahead and do one more poem and we'll call it. But if you'd like for me to revisit this book in a future video, also let me know that. Let me know, shall I do more Drag Queen Story Hours? And would you like to hear more excerpts from Autumn Leaves by Daphne Dale, if that is her real name? Okay, this one is called Garden Fairies by Philip Burke Marcian. I'm going to try and figure out how to read it, but this is definitely structured a bit different than what I'm used to. So please bear with me. Keen was the air, the sky was very light. Soft with shed snow my garden was and white. And walking there I heard upon the night. It was this... Oh, okay, there's text under the boxes. Can you all see that? So I believe I need to read this as well. Sudden sound of little voices, just the prettiest of noises. It was the strangest, subtlest, sweetest sound. It seemed above me, seemed upon the ground, then swiftly seemed to eddy round and round, till I said, tonight the air is surely full of Christmas fairies. And all at once it seemed I grew aware that little shining presences were there. White shapes and red shapes danced upon the air. Then a peal of silver laughter, and such singing followed after, as none of you, I think, have ever heard. More soft it was than note of any bird. Note after note, most exquisitely deferred, soft as dewdrops when they settle in a fair flower's open petal. What are these fairies? To myself I said, for answers then, as from a garden's bed. On the cold air of a sudden scent was shred, scent of lilies, scent of roses, scent of summer and sweet posies. Then said a small sweet voice within mine ear, we flowers that sleep through winter once a year are by our flower queen let to visit here. With this, it is not fair that they put this text over the illustration. It was hard enough to read it with the fancy italics that they chose to use as the font, but to overlay that on top of an illustration is just cruel. I'm trying to finish this poem, and I can't even read the words. With this fact to dully flaunt us gardens can look fair without us. I am so tired. The dust coming off of this, my lord. I'm gonna have to clean up. My gosh, it is like a snow globe of dust in here. And I'm allergic to dust, so it's gonna be a great evening for me. But yes, this is Autumn Leaves. I hope you all enjoyed this first video, hopefully one of many, and continue to follow this channel for new content. Movie reviews, cooking, y todo. I think that's the right word. You'll have to forgive me. My parents didn't teach me Spanish. But I will see you all later.